Sea Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to read the words of trading with prices going up or down. Over on total for the daily, we are seeing the retracement like we said to watch out for, but we are holding our support line, so far it does look positive. It is stopping just shy of being a bearish engulfing candle, so if followed by a green candle, we could continue that push forward and not have that gap scenario. Our stochastic does want to round, our RSI is pulling back, VWAP is starting to pull back, momentum is rounding, and that money flow is in the red. But if these lower time frames can maintain bullish momentum from here, then we could push forward. We had a bit of consolidation that should have been a bull flag, but that VWAP was a bit on the bearish side, so watch that VWAP very close. Remember, when that VWAP favors bearish, we can still see the bears gain control, but the MPP is projecting we could try to push forward. I would want to see a push above this 783 in order to get a higher high with some higher lows in order to create a bullish continuation or some other bullish pattern to help push our altcoins forward from here. Over on futures for the daily, nothing going on, but again, this could be positive because we would not create that gap scenario on futures as Bitcoin is a little below, so we may actually create a gap up scenario where we get a nice push forward. Our VWAP is pushing bullish on Bitcoin, momentum is gaining strength, money flow is bearish though, so keep an eye on that VWAP. Stochastic again, RSI are pushing forward, but if that VWAP starts to favor bearish on these lower time frames, then we could see those other indicators weaken. Over on the 1 hour, we do have lower highs and lower lows, so we do want to draw a parallel channel and see if these connect. So right now, these lows do connect, but the highs do not. I would watch. This could be a descending channel. Remember, a descending channel would try to push you up. The MPP does say to watch if we can break above, I'd say around this 84K. If we can, then we can push up toward that 87 and continue a bullish move. Our VWAP is attempting to make a shorter bearish push, so that could be positive if we can get back above that neutral and see some further strong waves like back here. So we need to start seeing some bullish action like back here. That way we can get a push forward just like back there. Our momentum is bearish, but if that VWAP can break through that neutral soon, then that money flow can stay in the green. Higher time frames would push forward, and we would see that run up. But again, we would want to wait until futures starts trading to do that, so we do not create a gap down scenario. Now, over on graph for the daily, we do have a rejection pushing down toward that support. Again, watch for the rest of the market to push. If it does, then graph would follow. VWAP is bullish, momentum is pushing up, money flow is in the red, stochastic wants to pull back, and the RSI is starting to pull back as well. Over on the 1 hour here, it does look like we are starting to lose a little bit of strength. We have lower highs and lower lows. They do not connect, so this is a bearish continuation. Remember, a bearish continuation would try to continue to drop you down, so this would attempt to break that 7716 support level. Our stochastic is pushing down. VWAP is favoring bearish right now, so I would watch with it starting to push down. If it rejects that neutral, we will see momentum and money flow remain red, which would cause price action to push below. But our MPP is trying to project that there could be a push forward. Again, we need higher highs with higher lows in order to continue a bullish push up over the next few days. Over on XRP for the daily, we are seeing the MPP project that we could pull back. Our stochastic does look like it wants around. RSI is starting to pull back. VWAP is pushing up. Momentum is gaining strength, and that money flows in the red. So I would keep an eye on how these lower time frames start to look. Over on the 1 hour, we do have a higher low on our VWAP, so watch if we can get a higher high. If we can get a higher high, that would create a bullish trend, pushing momentum higher, keeping money flow in the green, and pushing those higher time frames up. So this could be positive. This could be a little mini bull flag if you count this as like a freak breakup. It would not be a very strong flag, so the MPP is only projecting about a push to the 233, but there's only about 25% chance of that happening. So again, watch for higher highs with higher lows from this point. Otherwise, things do look a little shaky yet. Over on Anchor for the daily, since this was requested, we're going to start covering this daily. We have a bearish engulfing candle. VWAP is starting to pull back. Momentum is rounding. Money flow is pushing down. Stochastic is rounding, and RSI is weakening. So I would exercise caution, as the MPP does say there's a chance to push below our Fibonacci level, and we did hit the bottom of our Fibonacci band. So I would exercise some caution here. Over on the 1 hour, This may be, actually, never mind. If this was a little bit higher, I'd call this a head and shoulders, which a head and shoulders would try to break you down. You could call that a very short shoulder, and then that would still try to break you down. MPP would say that's about a 1599. Our stochastic does want to pull back. RSI is pushing down. VWAP is starting to see some lower lows, so watch that close. Those lower lows are starting to bring that money flow down, and if the VWAP does not reverse soon, we will continue lower. However, there is also a chance where if we are able to break through this 1707, then we could reclaim that 1819 as a lower probability chance. So watch out for those lower highs and lower lows again. We need higher highs and higher lows from this point to continue that push forward. Thank you all for watching tonight's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like and subscribe and join us in that Discord.